Welcome to Archangel Michael Says Daily, a channel dedicated to sharing divine wisdom, spiritual protection, and angelic guidance inspired by Archangel Michael. Today we will be talking about topic Michael screamed your name 3 times answer. Him now pause for a moment. Just for a moment. Do you feel it? A subtle shift in the air around you. A sudden stillness in your mind, even as the world outside continues to roar. This is not an empty silence. This is the silence of anticipation, of attention. Because in this very moment, something extraordinary, something strange and sacred has just occurred. You did not find these words by accident. You did not click here by chance. Your soul, the deepest, most immortal part of who you are, has led you here because there is an urgent call, a direct message from heaven, and it bears your name. God wants to speak with you. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. In the next 2 minutes. This is not a message sent in a dream, nor a vague sign you must decipher on your own. This message arrives with trembling hands and angelic wings. It is carried by one of heaven's most powerful generals. At this very moment, Archangel Michael stands still. He has paused his eternal patrol. His eyes, which hold the wisdom of the stars, are looking directly down upon the earth. And with an urgency so profound that winds have changed course, and all of heaven has fallen silent, he has spoken your name. Your name. Think about that. Among billions of souls, your name has echoed through the celestial realms. Michael's voice, described as both gentle and as firm as steel, has delivered a proclamation that has shaken the listening angels. He said, if they read this message and ignore it, they will feel a loss in their soul that nothing can ever fill. That is not a threat. It is a divine warning about the gravity of this moment. Because within his voice, there is a promise, an assurance that you have never been forgotten, that every prayer, every tear, every moment of your loneliness has been witnessed. That delay is never denial. In fact, right now, in the spiritual realm, Michael is kneeling right beside you. You may not see him with your physical eyes, but try to feel it, a warmth on your shoulder, an inexplicable sense of peace. And he is whispering in your ear the words your soul has longed to hear. Look how far you have come. Look at all you have overcome. Don't you see? This is your moment. He has called your name 3 times today. The first time was a whisper. The second was louder, like a distant call. The third time, he called your name with all his might, until heaven itself had to open this path, clearing every obstacle so that you, and only you, could read these words. Michael is, quite literally, shouting from the spiritual realm. Don't miss it. This is not some random message floating on the internet. This is a door, a sacred door, open for only a short time. It is not for the whole world. It is only for you. Imagine Michael standing before you in spirit, holding an ancient scroll of parchment, and upon it, written in brilliant golden light, is your name. Make no mistake in thinking that all miracles must come with thunder and fireworks. Sometimes, a miracle arrives quietly, simply, disguised as a video, an article, a sudden intuitive nudge. This is one such miracle. This is divine guidance, not merely a message. And all guidance from heaven carries with it a promise and protection. Do not be indifferent to what is sacred. This is sacred. You are in a sacred countdown, and everything in the universe is being realigned in preparation for your moment. The very fact that you are reading these lines is irrefutable proof that you have been called, pulled, placed in a state of divine alignment. You no longer have to chase the miracle. The miracle is chasing you. This is not a coincidence or luck. It is the result of your obedience, of the silent yes in your heart, of the tiny spark of faith you held onto even in the darkest of nights. The message you are receiving is not a product of imagination or algorithmic coincidence. It originates from a higher realm, transmitted with a clear purpose and an undeniable urgency. Understand this clearly. This is a dialogue. God wants to talk to you right now, not through an intermediary, not through an ancient text, but directly, personally, in this present moment. And he has tasked Archangel Michael, the warrior of light, the protector of the righteous, with the mission of delivering this message into your hands. Michael's intervention is no small act. When he called your name, all of heaven paid attention. His declaration of the loss in their soul. If this message is ignored, created a solemn silence among the angels. Why? Because they understand the weight of what is being offered. They know this is not just words, but an opportunity, a portal in time that can change everything. Michael's voice, gentle yet firm, is the perfect balance of compassion and divine command. It conveys a core truth: you are never forgotten, and delay is not denial. Perhaps you have been waiting for so long. Perhaps you thought your prayers were dissolving into nothingness. But Michael is here to tell you that not a single word was missed. It has all been accounted for. His presence is not distant. He is kneeling beside you right now, a powerful and humble image, whispering words of encouragement. Look how far you have come. Don't you see this is your moment? He sees the battles no one else sees, the tears you hide, the strength you must summon just to get through an ordinary day. Is calling your name 3 times, each louder than the last, is a symbol of heaven's persistence. They have not given up on you, even when you were about to give up on yourself. They kept calling. And the final call was so powerful it tore through the veil between worlds, creating this pathway for you to receive the message. Michael's shout to not miss it is the most urgent plea, for he knows what awaits on the other side of your acceptance. Dismiss any thought that this is just a normal event. Something strange and sacred has just occurred. This message is different. It did not come in the silence of meditation or the ambiguity of a dream. It came with trembling hands and angelic wings, carrying the energy of direct intervention. This is not a random message. This is a door to a new reality, a new future, a new version of yourself. It is described as sacred because it is not for the masses. It is not a message for the world. It is only for you. Your name is inscribed upon it. Michael is standing before you in spirit, holding a scroll with your name. This act is profoundly symbolic. It means you have been identified, chosen, recognized. Your miracle is not an abstract idea. It is a sealed document, a decreed edict. Not all miracles come with fireworks and trumpets. Sometimes they are quiet, simple, disguised. It is disguised in the ordinary to test your faith. Will you recognize the sacred in the simple? This is divine guidance, not just a message, and the difference is immense. A message can be forgotten, but guidance requires a response. And all guidance from heaven carries a promise and protection. By following it, you place yourself under angelic cover. Do not be indifferent to what is sacred. This is sacred. This warning is repeated because the human mind tends to dismiss what it cannot explain. But your soul knows the truth. You are in a sacred countdown. Like a rocket launch, all systems are being checked. Everything is being aligned for your moment of liftoff. The fact you are reading this is the final proof. It demonstrates that you were called, pulled, placed in divine harmony. You have passed the first test. You paid attention. And now, a fundamental shift has occurred in the spiritual world. You are no longer chasing the miracle. The miracle is chasing you. The dynamic has reversed. This is not random or lucky. It was triggered by your obedience, by your consent, by that tiny spark of faith you held onto when all seemed lost. The divine timeline and its urgency, heaven's intervention, does not operate in a vacuum. It is tied to human time, to specific moments and opportunities. This time frame is critically important. There is an urgency attached to this message, a deadline that has been set. If you open this before tonight, a chain of events will be set in motion, and something beautiful will happen before July 23rd. The phrase "only until tonight" is not meant to instill fear. It is a divine urgency, like a door that is open for only a limited time. This opportunity demands immediate attention. Your response today will determine the outcome before the 23rd. Heaven is making it clear that beautiful outcome happens because you responded to this message. If you open your heart before tonight, something in your life that has been blocked, stuck, perhaps a relationship, a flow of money, a healing will break and open wide. The power of your acceptance will be the key that shatters the chains. And there is a firm promise before the 23rd. You will know exactly why this message was so intense. You will not be left guessing. The proof will manifest clearly in your life. Specific signs and manifestation does not just promise vaguely. This message outlines specific events that will unfold in the coming hours and days as signs of confirmation that you are on the right path. In the coming hours, in the next few days, someone will say your name, someone you had forgotten or given up on. This is not a random encounter. This person will arrive with news, an opportunity, or a confession that will change your entire future. Pay attention to your phone. A crucial call or message will arrive. It will be the result of a sudden change in someone's heart. A person who was once stubborn, distant, or angry will suddenly soften. A physical document is on its way. It could be a letter, a contract, an approval paper, a written confession. A financial shift is also coming, tied to your act of faith. Prepare for a wave of divine truth in the next 72 hours. This wave of energy will make it impossible for those around you to keep secrets. Hidden feelings, suppressed confessions, buried truths will rise to the surface. You will start noticing signs everywhere. On your phone, repeating numbers, a random song. In your dreams, or in the way someone suddenly says your name in a conversation. There is stuck money, a delayed payment, a stalled business opportunity, a contested inheritance that is being released and is on its way to you. You will be placed before a critical decision. This will be a test of your alignment. Your choice will determine the next level of blessing. A message from the person who ghosted you or abandoned you will return. Do not be afraid. They are not coming back to cause more pain, but because of a spiritual nudge they themselves do not understand. A document, a decision, an approval that was in a state of maybe or under review will be changed in your favor. Someone in authority will suddenly change their mind. This financial shift is not just luck. It is tethered to your faith. The degree to which you believe this message will directly correlate to the financial breakthrough you received. The overall result before July 23rd. As all these pieces begin to fit together, the general feeling will be that heaven has finally broken through the sky and touched your life. You will wake up one morning and feel noticeably lighter. The burden you have carried on your shoulders for so long will be gone. Someone in your circle will say something that confirms the exact words of this message. Without knowing anything about it, it will be an unmistakable validation. A door you have been knocking on for a long time, an opportunity you thought was closed forever, will open with such ease that you will weep with gratitude and awe. Physical and emotional confirmation. Can you be certain this isn't your imagination? Heaven has sent accompanying physical and emotional signs to confirm the authenticity of this message. The moment you began reading, you might have felt a pull in your chest, a slight vibration, or perhaps you got goosebumps on your arms, or there was a small voice that said, "Don't click away from this yet." Pay attention to these reactions. They are not coincidences. It is your spirit remembering something your mind has forgotten. Your soul recognizes the energy of heaven, even if your rational mind is still skeptical. In the coming hours and days, you will begin to feel lighter, more aligned. The heaviness in your chest will begin to dissolve. The knot in your stomach will loosen. These are the physical signs of negative energy, fear, and anxiety being released from your body. Don't be surprised if you start to feel waves of emotion. You might suddenly want to cry for no apparent reason, or burst out in cathartic laughter, or let out a long, deep sigh. This is your spirit releasing years of pent-up tension. Allow it to happen. You asked for a sign, and God is showing you. This is it. This message is the answer. But many more confirming signs will follow. You will start noticing signs. They are not coincidences. They are spiritual confirmations. A feather on your path, a song that plays with the perfect lyrics, a repeating number 111, 444, 777 appearing in unexpected places. Your spirit will recognize them before your mind can analyze and dismiss them. Listen to your intuition for the next 72 hours. Heaven will send guidance through small, quiet nudges. Trust that gut feeling, that urge to text someone, that idea that keeps repeating in your head, that name that pops into your mind. These are not random thoughts. They are the threads of the miracle weaving themselves into your life. Your intuition. Is your direct line to your guardian angels? Trust it. The nature of your miracle. It is already done. This miracle is not a wishful fantasy. It is a spiritual reality already in motion. A predestined event finding its way to you. To understand it, you need to know its nature and origin. This is the core of the message. Your miracle is no longer in a pending stage. It has been passed. Imagine a great cosmic ledger where all destinies are recorded. The miracle you have prayed for, cried for, and hoped for has been signed for in the book of heaven. The language heaven uses is very specific and legal, approved. Not maybe, not under consideration, but approved and wrapped in your name. It is a done deal right now. In the sacred realm, your name is glowing in a book that not even the angels are allowed to touch. Why? Because God Himself has written something next to your name. Worthy, chosen, done. Heaven knew the exact moment you would see this message. This was not a game of chance. Heaven has been moving chess pieces behind your back for months, arranging events, people, and circumstances to lead you to this exact moment. They know the human weakness. Heaven knew that people often miss their miracle not because they are unworthy, but because they doubt the timing. That is why this message comes with such urgency and clarity. God does not want you to miss it because of doubt. He has orchestrated everything perfectly. This miracle is what was already written in your name before you even knew you needed it. Even deeper, this miracle is not a singular event. It is the fulfillment of an ancient promise. There is a promise that God made over your life a very long time ago, perhaps even before you were born. It is a spiritual contract that still stands in heaven. Life, with its pains, disappointments, and burdens, has tried to obscure that promise. It has coated it with a layer of dust from doubt and fatigue. But God never erased it. It is still active. The coming miracle will blow that dust away. It will reawaken that promise in a very real and emotional way. You will feel it in your bones. This is heavenly justice. This is restoration for what was lost. This is prophecy fulfilled. Why you? The acknowledgement of your journey, this miracle, is not being given randomly. It is a direct result of who you are and the journey you have walked. Heaven has witnessed it all. Archangel Michael is not just a messenger. He is a witness. He has seen what has been troubling your spirit. He has seen the silent pain you show to no one. He has witnessed the nights you cried into your pillow and the strength it took to get through the next day. Even when you felt invisible, heaven was looking directly at you. When people overlooked you, when your efforts went unrecognized, God was counting every act of love you gave, every kind word you spoke, every time you chose forgiveness over resentment. You have been through so much, and every single time you got back up, that strength, that resilience, heaven saw it. Every sacrifice, every time you chose love over hate. It was all recorded in heaven's book. God has seen the tears. He has heard the silent prayers. He has walked with you when no one else did. All those times you thought your cries fell on deaf ears. In reality, God was catching them in a bottle, turning them into holy oil for your anointing. Your past mistakes, your flaws, your regrets, they do not disqualify you. On the contrary, They are part of the story of your endurance. God is not looking at what you did wrong. He's looking at how you kept going even when no one was cheering for you. Your endurance, your unseen faith, your quiet trust when everything around you was crumbling. That is what has activated this miracle. You are not the same person you used to be. You have grown, stretched, survived things that would have broken other people. Therefore, this miracle is not just a reward. It is a reflection of who you have become. Heaven is saying, we see you, we acknowledge you, we honor you. Your strength was poured into your foundation. Now rest in your harvest. The reason this message reached you right now is because you are in a state of perfect alignment. Like a radio tuned to the exact frequency, your soul is resonating with heaven's energy. Heaven does not move by human logic. It moves by alignment. And the miracle doesn't just want you. It is looking for you. It is spiritually alive, sent from the throne, seeking your permission to enter. This message was sent to you because you are finally ready. Ready to receive. Ready to trust. Ready to stop just surviving and start truly living. You are the exact person you needed to be to receive this next blessing. Think about it. Heaven doesn't give heavy blessings to weak souls. And you have been tested, refined in fire, reshaped by adversity. You have proven you are strong enough to carry the great blessing that is coming. God just needs your heart. Your consent, that is what releases what is already written in your name. And your alignment is so powerful, it is creating a ripple effect. Your alignment is causing others to awaken the areas of manifestation, healing, love, and finance. This miracle is not an abstract concept. It will manifest in very specific areas of your life, touching the places you need it most. Healing and peace. A crucial part of this miracle is healing, peace. The prolonged stress, anxiety, and pain have taken a toll not just on your spirit, but on your physical body. Even your physical health is being touched in this wave. You will feel the heaviness on your chest begin to dissolve. The knot in your stomach will loosen. You will find yourself feeling peace again, trusting again, laughing from your belly again. This miracle will act as a spiritual cleanse, purging the heaviness you've carried for too long. Love and relationships are central to the human experience, and this miracle will bring a major breakthrough in this area. It promises a reconnection and the return of a love you had almost given up on. Someone you had forgotten or given up on will speak your name. There will be a sudden change in someone's heart. This is critical. There is someone else involved in this miracle. Someone you love. Someone whose heart is shifting even as you read this. When you accept this message, the spiritual link between you two will be activated. Conversations that seemed impossible will restart. Reunions you never imagined will arrive. The person who doubted you will be shocked. The person who turned their back on you will begin to circle back, not out of guilt, but because something inside them has been spiritually rearranged. The person who abandoned you, whom you thought had forgotten you, they are thinking of you more than you know. They are dreaming of you, feeling your energy. This miracle may just bring them back, not for confusion, but for clarity. Heaven will heal what was broken. There is a person spiritually assigned to your story. A soul who has been magnetically pulled to you for a reason. Their eyes are finally opening. Their heart is finally softening. They are coming. A message from the person who ghosted you will arrive, and God has softened their heart for this moment. Finances and opportunity, financial lack and worry are a heavy burden. This miracle also aims to release you from that weight. A financial breakthrough and a financial shift are coming. There is stuck money, a transaction, an opportunity, an inheritance that is on its way to you. You don't even know the full extent of what is being released. It will come from unexpected directions. Someone will mention your name in a room you've never entered. Someone with authority will see what you've carried. Someone with influence will say, give them a chance. A door is about to open. Not because you asked, but because your energy has created a pathway. Your alignment is attracting opportunity. God is unlocking opportunities, partnerships, favor. Things that felt stuck will suddenly release. The final step, your active participation has done its part. The miracle has been approved. The angels have been dispatched. The path has been cleared. But there is one final part, one crucial step that only you can take. This miracle is an invitation, not an imposition. It requires your participation. The miracle you prayed for has been signed for in the book of heaven, just waiting for your heart to say yes before tonight. This deadline is real. If you do not respond, that divine script closes for another season. The opportunity will not be lost forever, but it will be delayed. Remember, it will happen before the 23rd. And it's because you responded to this message. Your response is the catalyst. If you scroll past this as if it's normal, that person may remain silent. That opportunity may be given to someone else. That contract, that email, that confession, it is all tied to your response right now. If they open their heart before tonight, what was blocked will break and open wide. This is a divine instruction. Do not leave this moment without making a decision. Do not be indifferent to what is sacred. Michael is not asking for perfection. He is asking for participation. You are not late. You are perfectly on time. All you need to do is say, yes, Lord, I receive it. The active acceptance need not be loud. It all begins with this sacred nod, a silent acknowledgement, a decision in your soul. You do not need to be perfect to receive. You just need to be open. You do not need to understand everything. You just need to trust that heaven has done the part you could not do. That consent is not with your mouth. It's with your heart. It is a shift in energy, a surrender of control, an acceptance of grace. This miracle only moves for hearts willing to leave behind what hurt them and trust what is ahead. In this moment, choose love, choose peace, choose faith. Don't try, don't chase, just allow. Keep your spirit open, your heart soft, your words kind, your consent, your tiny spark of faith in a moment when you almost gave up. That's what opened the door. The choice is yours, but it is critical to understand the cost of hesitation. If you ignore this message, you could be delaying an already approved miracle. If you do not respond, you will be wondering why nothing changed, but heaven will know. You came so close. It is a silent tragedy. If you pause too long, doubt wins. Doubt is the enemy of the miracle. If you keep doubting this, the miracle could slide back into the unseen. This miracle will not knock twice. It is already at your threshold. If you scroll past this as if it's normal, the opportunities tied to it may be rerouted. As Michael warned, even the angels would feel a loss in their soul if they were to ignore such a divine summons. If you do not say yes, the miracle will not force itself, because heaven never forces. It honors free will. They have brought the gift to the door. Whether you open it to receive is your decision. The final battle, overcoming doubt the moment you decide to accept. The enemy of your soul doubt will begin to speak. This is the final battle. You may think you are too late, or too broken, or too small, but none of those thoughts come from God. They are illusions, whispers of doubt to keep you out of alignment with your blessing. Your past mistakes, your flaws, your regrets, they do not disqualify you. Cast them away. You cannot carry your old doubts. You cannot carry fear across this line. Be vigilant. The enemy will try to distract you in the next few hours with doubt, with delays, with someone's harsh words. Do not fall for it. It is just the last noisy gasp of darkness before the dawn. Do not shrink back when the light finds you. Do not question it. Do not talk yourself out of it. Do not let imposter syndrome rob you of what is spiritually yours. When your mind asks, "But what if it doesn't happen?" hear heaven gently reply, "It has already happened. You are just stepping into it now." In this sensitive period, your words have the power of creation or destruction. You are not to speak negatively for the next 24 hours. Do not curse what heaven is still finalizing. Do not speak words of doubt into the seed of the miracle that has just been planted. Your words have power now. Your energy is magnetic. Everything around you is listening to what you say and adjusting accordingly. Do not speak negatively about your finances in this season. Speak blessing, abundance, provision, because your words now have the power to shape your experience faster than ever before. Speak as if the miracle has already happened. You are not alone. The divine army at work. You are not alone in this process. Even when you cannot see it, a divine army is working on your behalf. Heaven is whispering your name. This is not a what-time event. It is a constant focus. Michael saw what was troubling your spirit. He heard the nights you cried, and he saw how much strength it took you to get through a day. When you whisper, "Please help me," the angels stand in formation. You may feel alone, but the reality is you are surrounded. Even when you felt invisible, heaven was looking directly at you. Now, Michael is not just talking. He is watching you, waiting to see what your soul will choose. The angels have been waiting for this moment, and now it is here. Michael is standing before you in spirit, holding a scroll with your name on it, ready to hand it to you. He is kneeling beside you now, in a posture of support and reverence. There is a gentle rustling in the spirit world right now. Angels are moving, arranging, watching you with a deep, burning hope. They are not just watching. They are acting. They are removing people who mean you harm from your path. They are pushing open doors that were locked. They are stirring hearts that need to forgive you. Michael's energy does not fade after the message is delivered. In fact, he is standing closer now. Heaven is celebrating you right now for your decision to stay and listen for months, even years. When you thought nothing was happening, everything was happening. Heaven has been moving chess pieces behind your back for months. You thought nothing was happening, but your silence, your endurance, your quiet faith, God saw it all. He was working in secret. God has been showing people your value behind your back. In rooms you've never entered, in meetings you were not in, there is someone who has been quietly watching you, admiring your strength, your grace, your resilience. They saw your light even when you couldn't see it in yourself. And now, they are about to step forward. Every spiritual request you have whispered in the last few weeks has echoed in the heavenly realm. God did not forget. God did not ignore you. He is arranging everything perfectly. Sometimes you felt delayed, but you were actually being protected. Sometimes you weren't being delayed. You were being protected, and now the path is finally clear. Heaven was clearing the final obstacles before you moved forward. Heaven is wrapping itself around you. When God prepares to bless someone, the entire atmosphere shifts in their favor. That is why the enemy will try to distract you, because he knows what is coming. Remember, your pain does not cancel your purpose. This isn't luck. This is divine favor, and that favor is on you now. You have been tested, refined, reshaped, and now you are ready. The ripple effect. Your blessing is for others too. This blessing does not stop with you. It is like a stone thrown into a still lake, creating ripples that spread far and wide, touching the lives of others. There is someone else involved in this miracle, someone you love, someone whose heart is shifting even as you read this. Your obedience does not just release your own blessing. If you respond now, the spiritual link between you two will be activated. The healing will begin not just in your life, but in theirs too. Your blessing will become their blessing. Your peace will bring them peace. Prepare for a startling change in how others see you. The person who doubted you, they will be shocked. The person who turned their back on you, they will begin to circle back. Not out of guilt, but because something inside them has been spiritually rearranged. The person who abandoned you is thinking of you more than you know. They are dreaming of you, sensing your energetic shift, and wondering what they lost. This miracle may just bring them back, not for confusion, but for clarity. Remember, heaven doesn't recycle pain. It renews purpose. The people who overlooked you will soon be stunned. The people who judged you will be silenced. God will elevate you in a way so unexpected that no one can deny it. And the best part is, you won't have to fight for it. You will just step into it. There is someone you haven't heard from in a long time who is coming back with the truth on their tongue, not just to apologize, but to reveal what they never had the courage to say before. And what they say will confirm everything you have quietly known in your heart. The impact of your decision today extends far beyond yourself. When you say yes, when you accept it, it unlocks blessings for others connected to your journey. You may be the curse breaker in your family. You are the chosen one in your bloodline to break a cycle, to heal a wound, to rise where others have fallen. You are standing in the gap for generations. Your family's future will be different because of what you are saying yes to today. That is the power of your choice. One whisper of faith from you and generations shift. That's the kind of miracle this is. Your alignment is causing others to awaken. As you begin to shine, you give others permission to do the same. Your breakthrough is not just for you. It will inspire others, heal others, spark hope in those who have lost it. That is how heaven works. One flame lights another. And you, dear soul, are now burning with a divine light. Your immediate next steps, the critical window. You are entering a critically important phase. The next hours and days will determine the speed and scale of the miracle. Your next season depends on what you do in the next few hours. God is trying to speak to you right now, not tomorrow, not later, but right now. The energy you carry for the next 24 hours will determine how they approach you. If you carry the energy of gratitude and expectation, you will attract positive outcomes. The next 72 hours will carry waves of divine truth. Be prepared to hear hidden realities. In the next few days, do not be surprised if you start to feel waves of emotion. Allow them to flow. In the next few days, you will be placed before a decision, a test of your alignment. And remember, you must speak no negativity for the next 24 hours. These truths are part of the miracle. Heaven wants to clear the way for the coming blessing, and truth is the broom that sweeps out old pain. Don't fear it, welcome it. The enemy will try to distract you. Do not fall for it. Stay focused on the promise. Allow yourself to feel, cry, laugh, breathe. Let the miracle purge the heaviness you've carried for too long. This is not the time to be strong in the old way. This is the part where you put it down and let God carry you. The voice that urged you not to leave, that was your soul. You will start noticing signs, not coincidences. They are spiritual confirmations. Listen to your intuition for the next 72 hours. Trust that feeling, that urge, that repeating idea, that name that pops up. These are not coincidences. They are the threads of the miracle weaving through your life. You don't need to do anything complicated. You just need to be open. Hear Michael's whisper again. Look how far you have come. Don't you see this is your moment? This miracle only moves for hearts willing to leave behind what hurt them and trust what is ahead. Just be in alignment. Don't try, don't chase, just allow. Keep your spirit open, your heart soft, your words kind. Just say yes and watch everything begin. The reward, a reflection of your strength. This miracle is not a random gift. It is an acknowledgement, a reward, a rebalancing of the universal scales, the strength you have shown. Heaven saw it, and this reward has been custom-shaped for you, a gift no one else could receive. You didn't earn it by being perfect. You earned it by being faithful. That quiet, unwavering kind of faith when there was no evidence. That's the kind of faith that opens doors no human hand can shut. The divine hourglass has been turned over. The last grain of sand is falling, and when it hits, the sky will open. The seeds of love and kindness you have sown, they are blooming, but you have to receive them. It was your endurance, your unseen faith, your quiet trust that activated this miracle. God is saying, reward that. The enemy cannot stand to see you finally win. The people who overlooked you will be stunned. The people who judged you will be silenced. You won't have to fight for it. You will just step into it. You will feel peace again. You will trust again. You will laugh from your belly again. Michael says your spiritual identity is being restored. What does that mean? It means the version of you that used to feel powerful, bold, creative. Joyful that version is returning. The person you thought you lost inside yourself. They didn't disappear. They were just waiting for the miracle to find you, and now it has. You have grown. You have survived. What is coming is not just a reward. It is a reflection of who you have become. You have been tested, refined, and reshaped. God is about to give you double for your trouble. That's not just a phrase, it is a prophecy. You have been under so much spiritual pressure lately because heaven was squeezing out the last drop of fear. Now, what is left inside you is faith, and faith moves things. Faith moves people, finances, stubborn hearts, and stuck timelines. Now everything is about to move in your favor. You might think, but I've lost so much. And God replies, so that I could give you double. Michael responds, because your strength was poured into your foundation. Now rest in your harvest. The final truth and your affirmation have come to the end of this message. But this is only the beginning of your journey. Etch these final truths into your heart once more and let this sink in. This is not a coincidence. You are not reading this by chance. You are reading this because your soul cried out for something more and heaven heard you. The miracle you thought passed you by, it has circled back just to meet you here. The very fact that you are reading these lines, that your spirit led you here at this exact time, that is the proof you were called. You were pulled. You were placed in divine harmony. You are not late. You are perfectly on time. And when it happens, when the door opens, when the call comes, remember it was not luck. It was your obedience. It was your consent. It was that tiny spark of your faith. That is what opened the door. God is so proud of you. You thought he didn't notice, but your every sacrifice was recorded. And that is why this reward is being released. Heaven is proud of you. They are proud of your strength and your persistence. You may not see it, but heaven is celebrating you right now because you stayed. You didn't scroll away. You let your heart consider the possibility that you were the one this message was meant for. All that is required of you now is the simplest and most profound thing. It all begins with this sacred nod. You do not need to be perfect to receive. You just need to be open. That consent is not with your mouth. It's with your heart. Michael did not ask for perfection. He asked for participation. God just needs your heart, your consent. You just need to say, yes, Lord, I receive it. Finally, shift your perspective. You are no longer the seeker. This miracle doesn't just want you. It is looking for you. It is spiritually alive. It has found you. You are no longer chasing the miracle. The miracle is now chasing you. You have shifted from pursuing to attracting, from trying to receiving. This is your moment. It is already happening. So now, what will you do with the door that stands open before you? Will you stand on the threshold, hesitating, haunted by the ghosts of your past and your doubt? Or will you take a deep breath of faith, put the past behind you, and walk through? Heaven has done its part. Archangel Michael has delivered the call. The promise has been sealed. Your miracle, already approved, is hovering right in front of you, waiting for a single signal from you. This is not a time for thinking. This is a time for deciding. This is not a time for analyzing. This is a time for accepting. Right here, right now. Make a choice that will echo through generations. Make your persistence mean something. Make your tears count. In the stillness of your heart, declare it. Say it out loud if you can. Whisper it if you must. But let the universe hear your consent. I receive it. Say it. I receive the healing. I receive the breakthrough. I receive the love. I receive the peace. I receive the miracle that is already written in my name. Feel the power in those words. Feel the shift. The door is open. Now, walk through your new life is waiting. Thank you for listening to the sharing of divine wisdom, spiritual protection, and angelic guidance inspired by the Archangel Michael Says Daily channel. If you find it interesting, please subscribe and look forward to the next videos. Goodbye and see you again.